Hi everybody, it's Michelle and welcome to my channel, Kansas Girl 1969. Today is part 2 of my Q&A's videos. I had asked for you to ask me a question during one of my recent giveaways, and so I'm working on some of those questions. I've done one part, I will link that below, and now I'm going to tackle some more questions. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to announce the winner of the Skin Diva Vitamin C Serum. Yay! Okay, let's get right into the questions. I'm looking down at my iPad and reading the questions, and if you hear any banging going on in the background, I'm sorry, my husband's doing some work on our house, and so that's what the noise is. Okay, the question to answer now is, what do you feel has been the best part of your YouTube journey so far? Hands down, it is meeting some wonderful people on here. This is a wonderful social community. I've met women that are younger than I am, women my age, women a little bit older, and I think we've all really learned from each other and shared, and it's been a lot of fun. So definitely that's the best part. Next question, when did you first get into beauty really well? I would have to say as a teenager, definitely a young teenager. Now I wasn't allowed to wear makeup when I was really young. But I remember in the neighborhood where I lived, I was in Indiana at the time, in Indianapolis, they built a Kmart right next to our neighborhood, and I was so excited as a kid because I could ride my bike over there and walk up and down the makeup aisles of Kmart and dream. And I did end up buying just a couple little things, like some foundation to begin with and some lip gloss, and then it wasn't until I got into my 20s that I started wearing more makeup. Next question says, what is the name and brand of the paint on your walls? Thank you so much for the compliment on our paint. I don't know the color. I'm really sorry because it's been a while. I don't have a sample of it anymore, but we bought it at Home Depot, and the brand is Behr Premium Plus, B-E-H-R. So that's all I can tell you. Another viewer asks me, what is my favorite meal? It's hard for me to pick, but honestly, if I could eat Mexican food every day, that's what I would do. I love guacamole. I love a really good fish taco with yummy sauce on it. I couldn't even tell you what the sauce is. I love chips and salsa. I love the sopapillas that you can get at the end of the meal sometimes. So it would have to be a Mexican meal. I don't have any particular type of meal, but yummy Mexican. I like spicy. There's somebody that's looking for a new eyeshadow primer and wants to know if I have any suggestions. They said that Urban Decay and Tarte are not working well for them. I also like the Bare Minerals eye primer. I've had that, the one that's the white squeeze tube, and also the one that they have that's the 5-in-1, so that you can get different colors. There's a pink and there's some taupes and linen. That's a nice one. And then the Shadow Insurance by Too Faced, I like that too. So I would try one of those. Someone asking me what facial moisturizer, day and or night moisturizer, would I recommend for sensitive, mature skin that tends to be a little dry. I have combination oily skin. I don't really have dry skin. I will get some dry patches from Retin-A. If I were you, I would try the Clinique Moisture Surge. I will insert a picture up here on the screen. That's really good. And then there's another Clinique moisturizer, and I cannot remember, Repair Wear, that I really love, and they actually have it in 2 different formulas. One's for dry and one's for normal combo oily, and I'll put a picture up on the screen also. I really like those 2 types of moisturizers that Clinique has. I have a question that says, do you have any tips for girls who are just beginning their adventures with YouTube? Yes, you know what? I think it is important to be yourself. I think if you want to do this, go for it. I think you should not expect to be excellent at it at first. I don't even think I'm excellent at it now, but I have had lots and lots of videos that weren't all that grand, and you can go back and look at some of my first videos. And you know, you just have to keep practicing and keep doing this and be yourself. That is most important, because if people like you and like your personality, they're going to want to stick with you. And you know what? You're not going to please everybody, and that's okay. There are some questions that ask me about my profession, what do I do for work in my personal life, and where do I live. Of course, you know I live in Kansas, but I'm not going to give any specifics about where I live, and I don't feel comfortable talking about my job, where I work, my profession, anything like that on YouTube. So sorry, I have to keep those things personal. I'm sure you understand. I have another question. How do you organize your day? Do you stay organized with a planner? Jot things down on a nightstand, pad, or do you just try to remember everything? It's a little combination of various things. I do have a planner, but I don't use it very much. It's real pretty, but I use it to sort of generally outline some of the things that I do for my work. But then I do sometimes have sticky notes all over the place in my office. I will send reminders to myself by email, or I will set alarms on my phone. And then I do have a notebook, actually a little pad next to my nightstand table. I don't really use that for organization so much, but you know, like I'll take notes on some YouTube videos sometimes, and if I'm in a collab with some other people, I may write down what I need to remember for the collab. So yeah, it's really just a combination of things, and I'm sort of organized, but not crazy organized by any means. The final question has to do with my health. What do I do to ease my migraines? If you've been with me for a while, you'll know that I get chronic migraines, and honestly I get about 3 or 4 migraines a week, and they vary in intensity. I take some daily preventative medications that my doctor has prescribed, and then when I actually have a migraine, my go-to, it used to be Excedrin, but I don't really go to that anymore. That usually doesn't work real well for me. So what I'll do is I'll get a prescription that's written for me of indomethacin, which is an NSAID medication, and a lot of times that'll work for me, and if it doesn't, then I go to naratriptan. So those are my go-tos, and then if those don't work, if I have what we call an intractable migraine that is not responding to anything else, then I have a couple other things that my doctor wants me to use for that. Now for the giveaway announcement. Let's see who won this bottle of Skin Diva 20% vitamin C plus E plus ferulic acid. Drum roll, please. Congratulations! I'm so happy for you. Okay, I want you to please private message me or send me an email by August the 5th, and I can't wait to get this out to you right away. Well, thanks everybody for joining me on my part 2 of my Q&A. I hope you enjoyed that. It's really great, I know, to sometimes get to know somebody a little bit better. And thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!